So, yeah, I am. Wow. Given that I wasn't even going to watch this fucking debate in the first place, it's kind of crazy that I ended up like pulling my hair out at most points because it's like, this is what we're offered as a country. And it's like, I'm sorry, it's your guy Ben Duback. Wow. Yeah. So I'm just gonna get right into it, yo. Like, first, I want to go in on these goddamn fucking eggheads on TV sitting here talking about decorum. President Trump violates presidential decorum. That was an embarrassment of the whole country. Really, wow. That's the most embarrassing thing the country's ever fucking done. Like, we didn't go to fucking Iraq, an offensive fucking war to rob people of their oil and also to cover money laundering by the United States government, specifically the vice president in the State Department. But we don't see. We've absolved George Bush. George Bush he's welcome in the club now. A fucking bona fide war criminal like George Bush is welcome into the fucking club because Donald Trump is so bad. Talking about decorum. Okay, cool. So we're fine with smooth talking Barack Obama, who bombs the fuck out of 7 countries, wages an illegal drone war against Muslim men, and has a fucking kill list the same year he wins the fucking Nobel Peace Prize. But we're worried about fucking decorum and embarrassment on the world stage. Yeah. That is where it infuriates me because, again, this just goes back to the root of what the Democratic Party and honestly just the establishment overall, including the Republican establishment, doesn't like about Donald Trump. It's not anything about his fucking policies because they agree. The Democratic Party does not disagree with his tax policy. The Democratic Party does not agree with his military budget, which is why you never saw Joe Biden attacking him for the super inflated military budget that we have. We spend 10 times more than the next fucking country, which is China, on our military. 10 times more, and still tell people we can't give you health care or free college or Green New Deal. It's fucking infuriating, man. Like, and I know everybody doesn't agree on the same policies, and I get it. But don't ever tell me it's because we can't fucking afford it. Fuck out of here, dog. Real shit. And I'm sorry, this is going to be very vulgar because it's just infuriating, man. Like, the debate itself wasn't infuriating. It went as I expected. It's everybody's fucking reaction to the shit. Like, look, Donald Trump, sure, dickhead, we know. Thank you for telling me information I knew when I was 5. Thank you very much. Why did this dickhead beat your candidate in the election? Like he so elegantly bragged about again. Because you're running neoliberal centrists like Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton, who have had a history of fucking over the working class, and wonder why they won't come out to fucking vote for you. It's fucking ridiculous, man. And I'm about to get to Trump, but you already know I go hard on these Democrats because we know the Republicans. We know how they roll. Not all of them, are shitty. Some of them are tolerable, however you say that word. I'm tired, man. I'm about to go to sleep to go to my fucking job in the morning, but, they're palatable. They're fine. I don't necessarily agree with their policies, but I can see where they're coming from to some extent. But it's like the Democratic Party, it's time for us to admit that the Democratic Party is the Republican Party of the 80s. Like, Joe Biden has similar policies to Ronald Reagan. Like, I've showed you here on this page that Barack Obama literally compares himself to the likes of Ronald Reagan and Richard Nixon, like, out of his own fucking mouth. So it's like, at what point are we going to realize that this whole party system is bullshit? And I think we all do, but we still fall into the same fucking tropes, which leads me to go into Donald Trump. If you're still supporting Donald Trump, I'm sorry to tell you this, you're a fucking sucker. Point blank period. You're a fucking sucker. He passed a tax plan that enriches the people you're supposedly fighting against. He presided over the largest transfer of wealth to the 1% by any metric in human fucking history. With the CARES Act, along with Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, who he called out. He orchestrated that bill with them and Steve Mnuchin. Look at who he has around him in his fucking cabinet. The swamp that he's claiming to drain. Bona fide war criminals, bona fide fucking war drum beating motherfuckers, man. It's like, dude, he's not even sticking to his script of 2016. He's saying regular Republican talking points that fucking Ted Cruz could be saying or Jeb Bush. And it's like, man, like, you know, those who listen to me know I used to be a Trump supporter. Used to be. Because of his stances on trade, China, although my stances on China has changed drastically in the last couple months. But, you know, on important issues, you know, like I said, trade, NAFTA, healthcare. Like at one point, Donald Trump was advocating for single-payer healthcare. So it's like when I hear her, and then like they're so, like I saw Ted Cruz on The View the other day, so elegantly bragging about he rebuilt our military. What rebuilding, bro? What rebuilding? We already overspend on our military. Money that we can be spending here in our country for infrastructure. That's shit that Tulsi Gabbard was talking about. Now, I will say Donald Trump, you know, out of all the bullshit talking about Joe Biden's a socialist, which, by the way, is the main crux of what let me go in on that first before I go into my other point. Like the fact that he's calling Joe Biden a radical leftist should let you know that Donald Trump is full of shit. If you look at anything about Joe Biden's career, Donald Trump said he got nothing done. He got a lot fucking done for people like him. Billionaires, the rich, the elite class. Donald Trump is not there to put his thumb in the eye of the elite class. He's there to further enrich them and himself. And it's like, if you don't believe that, you're a sucker, okay? You're just as much of a sucker as all these fucking Joe Biden voters who thinks that voting him in is going to change anything. Joe Biden is still going to send the cops out, the crack protesters' heads, just like him and Obama did the same fucking thing at Standing Rock, at Occupy, Ferguson. How many more examples do you fucking need? Black Lives Matter was formed under Barack Obama. I'm just so infuriated because we still have dishonesty going on in our political conversations. And, you know, I'm somebody that prides myself on trying to, you know, see all aspects, you know, different people's perspectives. And I get that. Like, you have to, you know, I feel like the stance that everybody's taking now of, you know, on the Democratic side, shaming people for not voting for Joe Biden, and then on the Republican Trump side now, like you're either with us or against us, no matter how much bullshit Donald Trump is doing. Like, it's fucking ridiculous, man. And this is why people don't vote. The largest voting bloc in this country are people that don't vote. 100 million people didn't vote in the last election. And Republicans, they're going to just pander to their base. They don't care. But Hillary Clinton and the Clintonians during the 2016 election went out wagging their fingers at fucking Jill Stein, Susan Sarandon, all these people who had nothing to do with why she lost. And the reason why she lost is because she's a corrupt piece of shit that does nothing for the working class, but views them as peasants, people to be ruled and disposed of when needed. And that is the same thing with Joe Biden. Joe Biden wrote the crime bill. He's the reason why we have the largest penal colony in the fucking world. And he picks Kamala Harris, a top cop, as his vice president. It's ridiculous, man. It's mind numbing. It's annoying. It's very like saddening to see this is where the election has gone. And it's like all, you know, the news people can talk about is decorum on the left and And on the right, they're calling bona fide fucking corporatist socialist. Like, did you not see what happened to Bernie Sanders during the primary? You guys were calling it out when it was advantageous to you, but now that it's not, now that Donald Trump wants to run this dumbass Biden's bringing socialism to America strategy, well, everybody's just going to dick ride that shit. Everybody. Tucker Carlson is slobbing Donald Trump's dick just as much as Sean Hannity is. Just as much as Anderson Cooper, fucking Jake Tapper. This is just a disgrace. All the motherfuckers, Van Jones. I gotta say, this is the one. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck out of here, bro. I'm just man. I'm sorry I'm going off like this, but it's very infuriating, man. And it's like, we're living in a failed state. We're living in the fall of Rome right now, and nobody seems to care. Everybody wants to play this team shit. Yeah. Movement for a People's Party .org.com. Just type Google movement for a People's Party. Fuck the establishment. Fuck all these fuck Bernie Sanders. Fuck AOC. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck all of them. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Tulsi Gabbard. Fuck them all. Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib. All of them. None of them are doing anything for you. It's up to us to do shit for us. And it's going to be hard because we don't agree on everything ideologically. But we got to find that common ground and soon, man, because they're willing to let everything burn for the sake of the elites. The elites are going to be fine. They're multinational corporations. They'll be fine. Everybody's worried about China. I saw Joe Biden taking pot shots at China, like literally stoking the flames of a even more dangerous and more lethal Cold War than the original Cold War with the Soviet Union. And it's like, man, like, look, I'm not excusing China of any wrongdoing or any fuckery, but when you look at the United States' history of running, we literally did torture. I don't get what? We're literally torturing a journalist right now, Julian Assange, putting him through this sham trial. We literally tortured Chelsea Manning. If they got Snowden, he probably would have been found in his fucking house with shooting himself twice in the head like they did to fucking Gary Webb, and said he committed suicide by shooting himself twice in the head. By the way, Gary Webb is the guy that revealed that Ronald Reagan's CIA was funneling crack cocaine into black communities with the intent of filling the prisons with those criminals of nonviolent drug offenses that the CIA was inducing in the black community during the 80s. But you won't hear Republicans saying that fucking shit. It's now, and it's like, but we're living now in a time of Donald Trump, and it's like everybody's brains is just going, like, whatever, man. Again, movementforapeoplesparty.org. It's time for a change, man. They presently don't have any candidates running right now. I heard they're going for 2022 for the Senate and the House and everything. Pay attention to your local elections as well, man. Like, just pay attention, man. Just pay attention. But we're man, they can't even get you fucking aid during an economic depression. Is that Pelosi's fault too, Trump? You write an executive order that doesn't do anything. Literally. Good job, bro. Yeah. So again, movementforapeoplesparty.org. Man, like, I know personally for me this year, I'm voting Green Party. I'm voting for Howie Hawkins. And by the way, while the Democratic Party sits and tells you that Donald Trump is stifling people's voice to vote, the Democratic Party is currently having the Green Party candidate Howie Hawkins stripped from the ballots in key battleground states because they're still holding on to this theory that Jill Stein is the reason why Hillary Clinton lost Michigan. Okay. And Pennsylvania. All right, bro. Be great. Maybe she lost Michigan because she didn't go campaign there. Just saying. Biden's currently doing the same thing. Okay. And yeah. But Biden is a different story now though, because Biden's not as universally hated like Hillary Clinton was. And Trump also did a very good job. Another thing I'm thinking of, and I'm still just rambling here because it's like this is the format. I hope you're still here. But another thing Trump hit him on, the Hunter Biden shit. We already know Biden's son is a fucking corrupt piece of shit. I already knew that. If you don't know that, you need to learn something. But I don't know what to tell you. But another point that he hit him on, he put him in the corner of police brutality because Joe Biden is not for defunding the police. He's for increasing the budgets. He's not for reforming the police. He's for doing the same thing he and Barack Obama did during the Obama era, which was further militarize the police, which is why you see cops out there beating the shit out of protesters and reporters and journalists in riot gear, militarized riot gear, because of Barack Obama. So Republicans, again, I tell you, if you want law and order, vote Joe Biden. You'll get it. You'll get it for sure. But he painted him in that corner. Healthcare, we already knew he's not for Medicare for all. He screams from the heavens he's not for Medicare for all. So, or any type of single payer. Because, privatized healthcare hasn't failed us at all. Right. We were, damn near 60,000 people die a year prior to COVID-19 because of being either underinsured or have no insurance. But privatized healthcare works. Cool. Obamacare left 30 million people off. But privatized healthcare works. Okay. Yeah, we learned that lesson. Even Republican presidents of the past have been for expanding Medicare for all or for some form of single pay. The rest of the goddamn fucking developed world has some form of single payer because they all realized that's what fucking works. But we're still caught in this Reaganomics bubble and whatever. Again, I'm gonna keep saying it. Movementforthepeoplesparty.com. Go check them out. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I'm kind of all tapped out and ready to go to bed. Get ready for work. Thanks for tuning in, guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Emphasis on the comments, like the video as well too, obviously. But again, I like to hear what y'all think. Even the motherfuckers that disagree with me, I like hearing y'all voices, man, because y'all can teach me something. There was one guy in the comments on one of the videos. You can go look at it. Libertarian guy, obviously, because there's some libertarian sentiments I agree with. So I like hearing from that perspective, because there's some, like, I feel like they don't come from a completely illogical standpoint, even though I feel some of their arguments lead to that. But I always feel like there's a kernel of good ideas, even in ideas that you disagree with. I'm all for hearing people out. So emphasis on the comments, man. Hop down there. Let me know what you thought of the debate. I'm just going to tell you I didn't give a fuck about it, except for what I just talked about in this video. Yeah, just comment. Thank you for tuning in to the American Autopsy. I feel like every day that goes by, pretty soon we're going to be doing the autopsy of America. So, it's kind of becoming a dreadful thing of naming this channel the American Autopsy. But hey, shock value. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Peace. Easy.